Jimmy here. We got an update here, major update for you guys here on some US lockdowns that are going on here right now in several US cities because of deadly viruses. And this is concern for a lot of people as this is now spreading from more than one US city on a deadly virus. I actually got an update here on a couple viruses here. If you've been watching my channel here, this is spreading here, and a lot of people are concerned about this here. And I will give you an update here on this right now here. We are live on YouTube right now. So if you can see and hear me, let me know in the chat room. And also, if you are tuning in and you want to, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know your city, state, or even country on where you're tuning in from in the chat or the comment section, as we are live and I'm here with you guys, letting you know everything that's going on here in the world on a daily basis. And if you appreciate these videos, hit the like button for us. It tells YouTube that you appreciate these videos and sends the video out to more people. The more likes we get, the more YouTube will send these videos out to more people here as well. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you get notifications. Click the bell icon. And here we go. So we have two mosquito-borne viruses right now spreading across the US. Take a look at this. Yeah, so I have multiple news sources here for you guys, and I will have a news video here for you guys to see here. We have two different mosquito-borne viruses. Northeastern towns issue lockdowns to prevent spread of mosquito-borne diseases. And this is spreading here. It's not just in the Northeast, as there's been cases of this throughout different parts of the US. And there's two different viruses here that we'll cover here in this video. Massachusetts towns on alert over potential deadly mosquito-borne virus. The first one here that we'll cover, triple E, it's called Eastern Equine Encephalitis Virus, causes death in around 30% of those who catch it, and there is no vaccine. So this virus can originate in horses, which is where you get the equine word from out of this out of the, that word there in the middle there. And that's where mosquitoes can kind of pick it up from. And then when they can bite you, then they can spread it to you there from. So if you kind of get the gist of that there, I've seen some people commenting saying, oh, well, I see the word horses in there, so that doesn't affect me. And if you just kind of think it through, that doesn't make sense. They can bite the horse, and then when they fly around again, they bite you, and that's where it can spread here. You can see here the virus causes death in around 30% of those who catch it. There is no vaccine. So the kind of star there is there's a vaccine for horses, and I actually seen in the comment section people have been giving the vaccine to horses for years, but there's not currently a vaccine for humans, apparently here. So yeah, northeastern towns issue voluntary lockdowns to prevent spread of potentially deadly mosquito-borne disease called the triple E. Take a listen to this news video here to give you some more information on this and the West Nile mosquito-borne virus spreading right now. Take a listen here.
This morning, communities across Massachusetts are on high alert after state health officials confirmed the first case of Eastern equine encephalitis in 4 years. The patient, an 80-year-old man in Worcester County.
It definitely makes me think about it. I don't know if I wouldn't go out. I'd probably just wear long pants and long sleeves.
Triple E is a rare but very serious virus that can cause severe swelling of the brain. Symptoms include fever, headache, vomiting, and behavioral changes. According to the CDC, an estimated 30% of those infected will die, and survivors are often permanently disabled, suffering from long-term neurological problems.
We're at a critical time of the year for mosquito-borne illnesses of all kinds, including Triple E, which has a higher risk of leading to hospitalizations and potentially being fatal.
Authorities are so concerned, they've announced plans to spray pesticides from airplanes and trucks across more than a dozen high-risk communities. And several towns have either announced park closures or voluntary curfews, recommending residents limit activity outdoors from dusk until dawn, when mosquitoes are most active.
I think it's absolutely ludicrous.
The safety precautions risk disrupting youth sports just as the school year is getting underway.
This basically shuts our season down from day one.
It comes as West Nile virus continues its menacing march across much of the U.S., with 33 states reporting cases this year, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, the face of the government's response to COVID, who was recently hospitalized and is now recovering at home, expected to make a full recovery.
I think that if you're in a warm part of the country, which is everywhere right now, you should be concerned enough that you should take precautions to protect yourself.
While there are no vaccines or treatments for either Triple E or West Nile virus, health officials say there are some important steps you can take to protect yourself. Apply an EPA-registered insect repellent, wear long-sleeve shirts and pants, and limit outdoor activities when mosquitoes are most active. Again, that's from dusk until dawn. Doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but sometimes it pays to be cautious.
It does seem like the mosquitoes have been out in full force more than usual this season.
Maybe they attack you particularly.
Maybe that's it. Is that what it is?
I actually have been fine.
There you go. You just have to be careful. Just be careful.
Okay, you can see here rare virus with 30% mortality, which means 30% of people who could catch this could die. Detected in Hudson Valley, and 4 U.S. towns implemented new lockdowns. And there's actually a 5th one here with somewhat here that I will show you here. Here is the details on this as this is spreading. Take a look here. A rare and deadly equine virus capable of infecting humans with a staggering mortality rate of 30% has been detected across multiple counties in the Hudson Valley and surrounding state. This menace, largely unknown to the public until now, has already infected its first victims, a horse in Orange County, New York, and an elderly man in Massachusetts. So, yeah, a virus known as Triple E, Eastern Equine Encephalitis, transmitted by the bite of an infected mosquito, has health officials on high alert. So, you can see here the mosquitoes are transferring it. And they can transfer it to humans, they can transfer it to horses, they can transfer it to who knows what. Pets. I mean, when the mosquitoes have it, they can transfer it to who knows what, right? In response to a growing threat, 4 towns in Massachusetts, Douglas, Oxford, Sutton, and Webster, have taken the unprecedented step of implementing a voluntary evening lockdown to curb the spread of this potentially fatal disease. The New York Post reported the Oxford Board of Health voted on Wednesday to urge residents to stay indoors after 6 p.m., a precautionary measure effective immediately until September 30th. So that's over a month. As the chill of October sets in, the recommendation will shift, with residents being advised to remain inside after 5 p.m. until the season's first hard frost begins as an end to the mosquito threat. So then they remain advised to remain inside after 5 p.m. So basically for the whole evening. So that's 4 different cities. And then Plymouth, Massachusetts has also closed all their parks and fields, making a 5th city as well. Plymouth, Massachusetts, one of the United States' oldest cities that there is. oldest city that there is. So we have 5 different cities here, and we actually have 10 different Massachusetts communities at a high risk of mosquito spread virus here. So we have more and more cities here on the rise that as this is spreading here. And remember that this has actually been, if you see my previous video, has been sent throughout the United States previously. So this new um, spread is just popping up now here. So high-risk communities include Plymouth, Carver, Middleborough, Dudley, Uxbridge, Northbridge. Critical communities include Webster, Oxford, Sutton, and Douglas. And West Nile can actually be pretty severe as well. In fact, Dr. Anthony Fauci is recovering from a West Nile mosquito-borne virus infection. He had been hospitalized and was expected to make a full recovery. So these mosquitoes are no joke. In fact, on one of these pages here, the video here actually showed that let me see here, that the CDC has listed the mosquitoes as the deadliest animals in the world, causing over 700,000 deaths annually. So, would you have thought that mosquitoes were the deadliest animals in the world? There's no way I would have guessed that, but mosquitoes are apparently no joke. So I'll have to keep that in mind for another video. To put that probably at the front of the video for more people to kind of realize that. But Anthony Fauci recovering from West Nile virus infection. West Nile found in 33 different states right now. And West Nile, about 1 in 5 people who are infected develop a fever and other symptoms. About 1 in 150 people infected develop a serious, sometimes fatal illness from West Nile. So let me know your thoughts here in the chat or the comments. Don't forget to like these videos if you appreciate the information. Share these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the bell icon after subscribing so you get notifications when we go live with new videos, which is normally at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date. Click here to see more, another video here about the viruses spreading and lockdowns, or you can click here to see a video about thousands of stores closing here around the United States and information you might want to know about that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next